hitting the ball into the ground, getting it away from the fielders.
Start of the 7th over of the South African innings.
Pitched up, bit of a leg spinner, turned away, pitched middle and leg, hit off stump. Not a lot you can do about that, I'm afraid.
No, but again, slow bowler, first up, getting a wicket, making it difficult for the batters.
Indeed. It's all very well having all these quick, fiery guys, but you need to mix it up. You need to have different pace.
Beautifully bowled. Slightly overpitched, easily dealt with.
The Australians are so much on their game. Even that, a great shot of a not great ball would still put the batters under pressure. They have to run through. They have to make sure. Good positive batting. Good positive batting.
Would have been a close call down at the batter's end. Luckily for the batsman, ball hitting the non-striker. 1 run added. Surprisingly long run-up for a leg spinner, Paul.
It's all about momentum, Dino. It's getting it through. Get that consistency. We've all known about bowlers that run up farther than they can actually bowl it.
Quicker
Some
ball.
actually run up quicker than they can bowl it as well.
Definitely. Quicker ball there from McDermott. Straying down leg. That's a variation that I was talking about. Just getting it slightly wrong.
Keeping the batsman guessing. 3 balls left in the over. Little 2-4 there. Batsman taking full advantage. Straight into the 2-net. Nice easy shot. Puts these 2 back on 0. No, it doesn't. Still on -2, I beg your pardon. They're working hard now, though, the South Africans. There are no silly shots at the moment. It's a good ball. Good call by the umpire. Realise it's off the forearm as opposed to the bat or the gloves.
Sharp bounce and turn there from the bowler, McDermott.
Perfectly pitched. Perfectly pitched. Tried to play nice and straight. Beats the outside edge. And we've got the pressure of a 3rd ball for the first ball of the next over.
And again, slow bowlers seem to be doing the trick here, Paul.
It's the turn and bounce, the in-between length. You can't go forward, you go back. It's the lack of pace on the ball, so you have to put that pace on it yourself when you're hitting it to put it into the ground to keep it away from the fielders. Well played, well played. Pressure of a 3rd ball. Didn't panic. Hit the ball into the ground. Away from the fielders. Nice easy single.
Did the right thing there as well. Got his body nice in line. Got behind it. Just dotted it down for 1. Didn't try and overcompensate to go for the big shot.
Chora there, just overcompensating. A little bit shorter. Good shot played by James. Into the top of that net. Nice, easy, safe run. The length is vitally important in this game, especially on a pitch like this. If it's short, it stands up. If it's up there, it's anybody's guess what it's going to do.
Oh, unfortunate there. But again, Australian bowler, wicket to wicket, ball staying low. Batsman unable to deal with it.
Trying to play the same shot as before. Kept a little bit low, played across the line. Hits the off stump.
Oh, sharp work from the wicket keeper. Down the leg, whipped it back to the top. The advantage of only keeping with one glove is you've got your throwing hand available to get it back as quickly as possible. Third umpire call. And again, another close call.
That's on the line, that's out.
And that's out.
That's out, just about out. I think the umpire's going to give that one as out.
There's a confirmation. And the applause from the Australian crowd.
Really made the South African crowd very quiet here now.
As well as the batters that worked hard to keep building after the start that they had. Slipping slightly here.
Good work by the Australians. Swarming all over the batsman. No room bowling. No room when you're running. All want to attack that ball. They all want to make that ball theirs. Again, another no ball because it's too high. It's over the shoulder when it's a bouncer. There was 2 runs added as well. South Africa still on the minus though, this pair, both pairs have got minus, got to work hard. Good shot there, a little bit short outside off stump, dealt with comprehensively.
2 balls left for this batting pair, Paul. Need to work hard here, 2 twos, get back up into the positive for their pair.
Good shot again, a little bit short outside off stump again. Worked into that gap in between the 2 fielders. Takes it behind the cover fielder. Or trap 2 as some people call it.
Also just comes down to consistency.
Good shot, good shot. Got on nicely over the top of it, into the ground, into the top of the 2 net. Come out on a plus, which is an absolute bonus for them. After they were in a bit of trouble there at one stage.
Only unfortunate start is the target still on -6, chasing 145. Lots of hard work coming in for the South Africans.
I reckon that's about 75 a pair now.
Yep, definitely.
Well,
hard work.
We're going to pass back over to Bruce and Mark, and we'll speak to you soon.
Ciao.
And welcome back here to our TV audience we have here. Obviously, Australians are doing a very, very good job here with the ball. The bowled a far better line or length than the South Africans. Young Matthew Dart now will continue on for the Australian team.
2 foot on the leg side, easily dealt with it from Marsveld. You like that sort of bowling. You like anything you can get right now.
I feel, Bruce, the South African boys now need to play to the potential they can. They need to work very hard for the next 2, do the right thing by their country, by the supporters that have been here all week. They're a lot better team than what they're currently showing at the moment. He is batting with young Sean Rash, who I believe is one of the most outstanding players in this tournament. Let's hope the South African boys can work very hard in this partnership.
Talking about the crowds at Fourways Arena, Mark, they've been very good. They've supported the South Africans. They've supported the game of indoor cricket. It's a game that's evolving. It's a game that can get anybody involved at any level.
Oh, Bruce, phenomenal credit to South Africa. Not only the arena, Fourways, Hazel, all the staff here, but I've been very fortunate, mate. I've been involved in every World Cup since 1995, and the South African public have just been outstanding, not just to the South African teams, I might add, but to every single country that's been here. Fantastic credit to the country. They should be quite proud of themselves. Dart to continue here at the moment. Coming around the wicket.
Tight call. Umpires decided not to go upstairs. It looked a lot closer than it was. Russ put in a desperate dive.
Bruce, and from your experience, the South African team really are a lot better than what they've shown in today's final. Do you feel the pressure's got to them a little bit?
There's no two ways about it. They're a much better side than they've had today. Having said that, they've come up against a very focused, a very controlled, a very disciplined Australian side, something that we can learn from going forward. Remember, the South Africans is a very young side. They don't lose lots of players going forward, so this can only stand them in good stead.
Yeah, totally agree. Start to continue here. Push down leg side, as in our game of indoor cricket. If the ball does go outside the two white lines at the batting crease, it is called a no ball. 2 runs there as a bonus there to young Russ. Yeah, well played then.
In indoor cricket, not only do you have to play the game at this level, you can play it at many other levels. What can you, from just a normal cricketer's point of view, how do you get involved in this game?
Oh, look, the game of indoor cricket is one of the only games in the world that you can play when you're 8, right up to your 60. I mean, next year, which is fantastic for South Africa, they are hosting the World Indoor Cricket Federation Junior World Series. 12 and unders, 14 and unders, 16 and unders, boys and girls. What a great opportunity. It's a great thing about indoor cricket. You get down to your local arena. You've got junior competitions everywhere they are. And as you can see, there is a lot of young boys and girls in the crowd over this week that have been watching these sort of age group. Anderson now is the bowler for the Australian team. He's the captain of the team.
Russ again hits that into the ground, hard into the ground, into the 2-net, risk-free cricket. They'd like lots more of that.
Good call there by the umpire. The ball swung very, very late. You do find in the game of indoor cricket that even as the innings goes on, there's a lot of people in this stadium. Matter of fact, Bruce, I reckon there is hundreds and hundreds queuing in here at the moment. What a brilliant shot.
Great shot there. A little bit of banter going on between the two parties. It's all good stuff. They're all competitive, even though the South Africans are on the back foot. They're competitive. They're a fighting nation, as with the Australians. Always a good tussle.
Yeah, the banter is part of the game, and the players actually respect each other. The great thing about indoor cricket is you can play. The friends you make, as I'm fortunate to have a commentator with me, Bruce Forbes. I've played against Bruce for many, many years, and it's fantastic, the comradeship that comes out of the game of indoor cricket.
Good shot by Russ. As explained, we think Russ has got a lot of a future in this game. He plays the good 2-shot into the high net. Disciplined play, plays the ball very well under his eyes.
Yeah, there we go. It's just that little bit of banter. The Australian captain probably doesn't like the fact that the South African team's having a bit of a go here.
Gets the crowd going anyway.
This is a good start here by these boys. You know, as I've mentioned to our TV viewers, I've been fortunate to watch these two teams play twice this week. South African team have got plenty of fight in them. Let's hope they can continue and at least finish this game with a fair bit of pride intact.
These batsmen pretty much batting for their pride, batting to get their skin, which we see at the third skin. It currently stands at 26, just for their pride. That's the over. End of the 10th over. The score at the moment on 20.
young Matthew Dart here to continue here.
Van Mollersveld obviously decided he's going to have a go at the ball. He might as well. He wants to get a few runs on the board. He's going to have to go big. Not probably the way we want to play the game as a South African, but having said that, they need to get runs.
Well, I think also is that this pair here will be trying to get some pride, get their skin. You know, as a game of indoor cricket, we have basically what we call skins. Each pair competes against each other, and you pick up your bonus point. So basically, the Australians won the first skin. They pick up a bonus point out of that. They've won the second. So the South African team will be trying to restore, pick up a skin out of the game.
This should be close. We've gone upstairs to the third umpire. The run out at the back. Good fielding. Attack the ball straight to the back wickets. Let's see.
I would think he's out by a fair way.
Yep.
Might be a tough decision for the umpire, and he's now been given run out. In international indoor cricket, we actually have what we call the third umpire on our finals days, run through our TV. So the umpire obviously signals a square, similar to outdoor. We go into our TV studio, we do. Basically, they're the third umpire, then we'll make the decision. It's a great way, it's a great innovation in indoor cricket.
Top shot from Van Mullendorf. It's the change-up from the bowler. He's bowled a slower ball. As we said, Van Mullendorf is being very aggressive, and he's hit that for 7. Top shot.
And still a little bit banter going on from Anderson, the captain, but what a magnificent shot. That was a magnificent shot. Give him credit. Well played, young fella. And that's a good reply there from young Dart. Great change-up delivery then. Caught Rass out of it a bit. They scamper through for their run. I was waiting for this to happen here, Bruce. The umpire obviously just informing the batsman. Just let's enjoy the game. Let's not get too carried away. But they are playing for a World Cup, so I don't mind the fact that the South African players are fighting for their pride.
Having said that, in the game there's a time and a place for everything. As we said, there's no place for the unruly stuff. We don't mind a bit of banter in the game. It's all in good spirit, but the umpire needs to take control of the game at all times.
Young Dart to continue here.
Bowls that wide down the leg side, 2 runs to the batsman. Remember, anything off the pitch wide, anything called as an extra goes 2 runs to the batting side.
They've now moved their total up to a team total of 26, but the skin is now 32. So at this present point in time, the South Africans are looking at a bonus point.
God bowls this very wide.
And at the completion of the over, the team total is now 28. Young Damon here, coming into bowl here. This will be the last over of this partnership. And well bowled.
Bad shot from the South African. He's trying to pull that. He should be playing straight with a straight bat, trying to hit it down hard into the ground. It's not a good shot. He'll be disappointed with it.
It's probably the first bad shot I've seen young Russ play for the whole tournament. Bit of pressure now, and he's probably just trying to accelerate the score. I really hope the South African boys now for the rest of this play the way I know they're capable.
Gets a tight one down the leg side. Inside the line, ball is good. It's a tight line to bowl. It's risky, but if you get away with it, it works.
Just a bit of a stutter there for young Damon.
Mark has run up wrong, Mark. Full toss from the bowler, easily put away by Russ. That's the way you play the game. Under your eyes, hit it into the ground, into the top net. Easy two.
Good bit of fielding there. The one beautiful thing about the game of indoor cricket is that the players bat, bowl and field. Different from other activities, so your skill set needs to be improved to get to this national level. Very, very well. Because you are involved in all forms of the game, your skill set becomes very, very good. Great change-up.
Well bowled by Damon. Straight away change-up ball. Held it back a little bit, it bit, and it got an error from the batsman. Same again, change up again, batsman not paying any attention. Looks like he's lost a little bit of interest. He needs to do this for himself.
Well, I think the point is, Bruce, is from the South African coach's point of view, disappointing they had this skin well and truly won. You know, you might as well finish the game with some pride. That's a better shot. Hit it late, punted it into the ground. Very, very good shot.
Last ball for this batting pair. They'll settle for the two. It's a good four from the batting pair, considering how they've done. They'll be happy with that. The Australians still way on top.
And the last partnership in the 19 and under 2011 World Cup about to commence. Foster for Australia, following the first ball. Very, very nice shot there from Van der Linde to start the innings.
Van der Linde, the captain of the South African side, he's 19 years of age. He's a very good player. He's in our academy at the moment for cricket and has a good prospect in this game. His batting partner, Vickers Germishuisen, only 16 years of age, Mark. Nice to see young players coming through the ranks. This is what certainly this game needs in terms of bringing them through and making them better players going forward.
Well, I do, and I agree. I think South Africa got a fantastic program they have with their juniors, through the right PTs and all the other things that happen in their arenas. So, you know, if you're a young boy or girl at home at the moment and you're looking to get into cricket, you know, get into indoor cricket. You know, it's a great game. You meet people that you enjoy for the rest of your life. But the most important thing is that you have fun. And that's a beautiful thing about the game of cricket. Good delivery by Foster then. What a magnificent out, Bruce. What a magnificent out.
One of the skills of indoor cricket, you learn to flick the ball backhand. There's no time to turn. You've got to pick it up and flick it backhand.
Now that bit of fielding here by young Jared, who's in his first World Cup, he is, you know, from South Africa. You know, they'll be looking at that sort of thing. He's a 16-year-old boy also. So it's very, very important here that the pair of Van der Linde, they just need to work hard. I believe they're both quality players, these two boys. Change up by Foster.
Saw that from Foster, came out the back of the hand. He's looking at the slower ball. He's looking to get a bit of grip, a bit of bite out of the pitch. You've got to have a lot of change-ups in this game.
Now, Bruce, throughout this game, we've spoke about a number of things that happen with the game of indoor cricket. The one thing is the Australian fielding has been a lot more aggressive, haven't they?
They attack the ball. They have a plan. They know where their bowlers bowl, which is key in this game. You've got to know what lines your bowler bowls, because that's you're attacking those sort of fielders. Their fielding is very aggressive. They attack the ball. They got very good hands. Their reflexes are amazing, and it all goes hand in hand with all your skills that you need for this game.
That's a very, very sharp delivery there by Foster. Caught the top end of Vanderland's bat. Not out. Very good decision by the umpire. And that is the end of over. Team total has moved to 14. Current partnership is -6. Young Adam McDermott now to continue for the Australian team. Brilliant shot.
It's a top shot from a quality cricketer. We've mentioned it more than once. This boy can play. You can see he's very correct.
Not that bad a delivery from McDermott. Just proves what a class player he is. And that's out.
He gets a lot of grip. He gets a lot of rip. He gets the ball to turn and bounce. You can see he's a very wristy bowler. You've got to watch him very carefully.
That's a great comeback by McDermott then. First ball was probably a little bit full. Made that one bounce a little bit more. Drew the batsman out of his crease.
Straight one from McDermott. He's got so many change-ups. He's an awesome player, this guy. He's got a great future in this game for Australia. He's got a lot. He can bat, he can bowl, he can do anything it needs to take.
Bit of a smile there by the Australian players. They're enjoying the moment, and it's one of the great things about indoor cricket, about enjoying it, and that is out too.
Van der Linde really trying to hit that. As we know in this game, Mark, the idea is not to hit the ball in the air. You've got to hit it on the ground. It's easy out for the fielding team.
Well, I think, Bruce, you've mentioned it a couple of times from a South African point of view. You must hit the ball as late as you possibly can. You know, hit it as later under your eyes.
Another different ball from McDermott, really showing us his ability to really bowl 8 different balls.
And normally what happens now in the game of indoor, at a World Cup level, we have 8 ball overs, -5. But most action cricket that is played in South Africa is 6 ball overs it is, and all our juniors play 6 ball overs. He got that one wrong, McDermott. He threw that one up there, got it wrong. It's come off the hands of Anderson, the captain, and been hit for the back net. The back net on the full is 7 runs. Very, very good shot. That's better by Vanderland. He hit that one late and hit it into the ground.
The shot was a bad ball from McDermott. He'll know that's way too short, but Van der Linde showed discipline, hit it into the ground. Googly from McDermott. Again, he shows us his ability to change it up.
Well, he's just bowled a wrong'un. A wrong'un. And a wrong'un in indoor cricket with the lightweight ball we use is a phenomenal feat. So I think he's bowled 6 different balls that over there, Bruce.
He needs to work on the other 2.
These young boys, you know, in our day, Bruce, you know, we play great cricket and have great comradeship. The talent in these young boys around the world at the moment, England, New Zealand, Sri Lanka, is outstanding. It is fantastic.
It's amazing to see these youngsters, what they're capable of doing. And you know what, they're teaching the younger ones, and that's where we need it to go. That might be a bit short.
Yeah,
Australians enjoying themselves.
Yeah, they are enjoying it. And young Jared Armitage, I've had the privilege of playing against his father, Brett. And I can tell you right now, he's got a bit of gas behind him. And what a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. He's all class, Bruce. He's all class.
His ability to drive the ball when it's up. Probably not the shot you want to play, but you can see he's a quality player. He knows exactly where he wants to hit it.
Bit of a change-up.
Well played by Hammerseisen. These two guys are very good batsmen.
Well, the future for South Africa, you know, regardless of today's result, is actually very promising. I have been fortunate, Bruce. South African 13s and 15s toured New Zealand earlier this year for a test series against New Zealand, which they won, and the talent is exciting. These young boys from South Africa, they'll be disappointed with today's result, but their future is very, very bright, as you've clearly stated. They don't lose a lot of the boys out of this team for the next World Cup in 2014.
Gone upstairs for the third umpire. We had a slide. It looks like he's a little bit short.
Australians are quite confident about that. Yep.
It looks like the bat stopped short of the line, and the glove went over.
And he's put his hand on it. I'd
No,
say
his
that's
bat
out.
stopped dead. He should be stretching that out in front of him.
Yep. And it's been given out by the umpire. One of the secrets about the game of indoor cricket is to learn to slide. And it's a new thing for South Africa. Australia and New Zealand have been doing it for a long time. They have. And a prime example was that if he had a slid on his belly with his bat out in front of him, he would have made his ground. Amaticha continue.
South Africa's just hitting out a little bit. They know this game's not theirs to win today, so they're just having a little bit of fun.
Oh, I think the South Africans have a little bit of fun too there, Bruce. I can't keep explaining to our TV viewers the skill set in this game to come down the track